Alright. 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 Maybe I buy the key from her. I think I might have him. You got him? Okay, cool. There was a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, Leslie. And where there's a way, there's another W word for me to say. Yeah. That guy just didn't like standing up. He liked leaning over. All right. God damn it. All right. I gotta make sure that I'm not hollowing, I guess. I gotta get my souls back too. So. Got him. And. Got it. Hollow infantry helm. Nice. I really wish I could sell these things, but I can't. So I'm just gonna go back to the whole thing and junk. There we go. We're going back. We're gonna go do this stuff. We're gonna go do the cha-cha. I do I'm Sarah, I'm so sorry. Shit. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stop doing that, saying that, oh, it's a reference to demigods actually transferring their power over to Jula Oblongata. Alright. Token of fidelity. Token recognizing the owner has traveled worlds to help others when in other worlds. Alright. She's sitting down, staring at the flame. That's really stupid.
Bearer of the
Like
curse.
that.
Seek souls. Seek the lest this land.
Eastbound down, driving up and signal. Gonna do what they can. Poison, EMS, purified poise, agility. Let's go with that one. And then, yep. All right. Where? All right. see if we can beat the shit out of these big guys again, so we can actually get paid, and then actually beat. Because I think that you go through this one thing, this one helm thing, to actually get souls. Like, you get... Wait. I just said stupid words came out of my mouth just now. You get souls through this one run, I think. And I think that's basically what is the 12,000. This entire thing is the 12,000, but it's usually you're a better, you have more agility than when you're a wielder of swords instead of just a wielder of stuff like this. Got him. Alright. Bait him into attacking, bait him into attacking, bait him into attacking. Got him. Got 15 of them souls there. Shit. Got him. At 2,642. And we're gonna see if we can go here and get... We have 8 soul arrows left. See if we can beat him with that. No, we can't. We're not gonna be able to. There's no absolute way. Son of a bitch. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Awesome. Son of a bitch. There we go. Okay, do this. There we go. And there we go, right? Got him. Awesome. 3,000 souls. Let's go see if we can reinforce some shit. All right. Shut up, Bo. Bo, come on, inside. Inside. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see if we can reinforce some stuff, some wares. Let's see if we can reinforce. I can't reinforce that freaking. That's terrible. Alright, let's do it. Spear. Can't do it. Let's see if I can buy some better items at the little kitty cats. Wow. Awesome.
Nothing suited you, I presume?
Yes, you do.
Well, that's dismaying.
I guess. Alright. Calm down, Bo. Calm down, Bo. Calm down, Bo. Bo, what's going on? No, shut up. Calm down. Yes.
See that statue?
See that statue?
Gives
Gives
me
me
the
the willies.
release.
Shh. Calm down, Bo. God dang it.
Right.
Alright.
There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person has done?
Shut up, Bo. God dang it. Bo, outside. Come on. Go. Outside. Come on. Come on. Let's go. I died. God damn it. Because I let a dog out. Oh, sucks. Freaking dog. And junk. Yeah, I'm yelling at him. He's being a little butthole. He's yelping and yelping and yelping. I know there's got squirrels around outside. Alright. Around outside. Yep. Bo, come on!
Bo?
That's the reason why I didn't want to let him outside.
Bo?
That's the reason why I never want to let him outside. Oh my gosh! Dude, there's a freaking storm cloud! Come on, Bo, inside. Now. Bo, you want a treat? Come on, let's go. Bo, let's get a treat. God damn it. Come on, Bo. Bo. With you. Bo. Stay. He's really hungry. You fed him? Alright, let's go. There we go. Sonora, shake your body line. Shake it all the time. Work, work, work. Sonora, work it all the time. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake it all the time. I got friends, Sonora. I tell you, friends, I adore her. When she dances, oh brother, she's a hurricane in all kinds of weather. Grab your body in time. Okay, shut the fuck up, Bo. What? I only had 132. Yeah, that's right. I did only have 132 souls. I do have huge ball sacks. Shut up! Go lay down. It's just a basketball. That's all it is. No.
I'm sorry they're playing basketball. Get over it. Oh, whoa. Get your ass over here.
All right.
They don't play with me.
All right. We're gonna do a topic. It's gonna be all right. No. We are nothing but professional at Bomb Squad Studios. Son of a bitch! God dang it. I don't know how to get down there, nor do I know how to make sure that I can not lose my souls, I guess. But I did. Shh! Shut up, Bo. Trying to do a live stream and junk. 18 minutes. Alright. So we're gonna come up with a topic. It's gonna be one for the ages, and everyone's gonna stand and cheer. Everyone that's on this live feed. What? Yeah, Bo, shut up. Dip-a-dip-dip. Dip-a-dip-a-dip-dip-dip. Ah. Dip-a-dip-a-dip-dip-dip. Ah.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Ah. Alright. Really wish you could have better Estes class. shot at least 10. Yep. Yeah, you did. Like $6. It's 33, so not bad. Son of a bitch. Fucking armadillo piece of shit monster. I want to punch it. Bo, shut up! Come here, Bo. Sit. Sit, Bo. Sit. Calm down. It's okay. It's just a ball. That's all it is. Okay, it's just a ball. Gosh. Alright. 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 Do 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 do. Just ignore it and then hope it goes away. Do 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 do. Just ignore it and then hope it goes away. Shut the hell up, Bo! Come here! Quit it! Go lay down. Up, up. Go lay down. Up, up. Go lay down. Come here. Up, up. Come here, right here. Up, up. Up, up. Lay down. Lay down. Stop messing with the friggin' shit that's going on outside. No worries. It's just a basketball. It's alright. You're a good zombie alarm. If there ever was any zombies. You're a good zombie alarm, Bo. You're a good zombie alarm. But don't do it right now. You're good. It's not a zombie. It's a basketball. Alright. When it's a zombie, you can bark as much as you want. But of course, you'll probably attract a horde. So I'm gonna still tell you to shut up. Well. Talking about the dog. It's gonna be great. Alright, I'm fairly local. Oh, that's always good. He's thinking with his head, you know? Like he's not going to be able to oh yeah, and also the parts you won't be able to get any for like an entire state away. Nobody has the parts for anything, do they? They always have to order out, don't they? Yep. Shut the hell up, Bo! God dang it! Jeez! Spray his ass. Come here, Bo. Come here, Bo. I'm spilling on him. God dang it. Spill it on him.
Fucking barking.
You sprayed me. It's alright. I understand. Bonfires are places of respite. You may also light torches on them.
Oh, now you're bringing the water outside. That's fine.
It won't let me do anything. Alright, then I'll go run back and kill that other dude.
You realize that, you know, when somebody comes up and works at 10 o'clock,
When is this? When is this happening? When is this happening? Okay. What does that mean?
I'm like, the Uber cost that she might go and do it.
Oh, seriously? The enemies don't come back at this point. They just leave. It's crazy. Shut up, Bo. Shut up, fuck up, Bo. Got him. One hit. Amazing. Got him. One hit. Yes. I still managed to use 2. Awesome. Still trying to work on that that stuff. Got him. I remember the first time I came through, there was an item there. Alright,
You! Give us... Yes, you!
the Bone of Order restores the link to other worlds.
Did you get your food? Yeah. Yeah, it's sweet dill sauce.
You! Give us
Dill
most.
sauce.
Yes, you! Give us Silky!
Look, lemon.
Give us smooth, give us silky. God damn it, man. Sorry.
The usual.
Alright. We're going into the promised land. We're gonna go to a bonfire. 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 It's early in the morning. 260. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Oh man.
The Nissan Sentra
Thinking about Will Ferrell and his comedic career. It's funny, and that sounded like a robot just then. Doesn't mean I am one. Shit. People think I'm a robot. Or do people think I'm dumb? I don't know. Maybe they just think I'm dumb. Hopefully they don't think I'm a robot. Maybe they actually think I'm a real person. Yeah. Yeah, they think I'm a real person. I am a real person. I know I'm a real person. So I'm gonna kill this guy. Shut up, Bo. Son of a bitch. And then I had an Estes flag in that class and I didn't use it. I'm such a fucking goddamn motherfucker. Alright,
paperwork on the side that tells
We're gonna see if we can come up with a topic, and our topic is gonna be about the times of stuff. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful topic. We're gonna talk about stuff and things, and it's hard to come up with a topic that's actually like worth talking about sometimes. Not to say that people don't think about what topic. It's like to be on caliber with other talk shows or other streams, I guess. You gotta come up with something new and different. So I'm just trying to come up with an audience so I can start giving to charity. I'm gonna sell some mugs and some t-shirts. That's what I want to do. I don't give a shit about anything else. Because I'm gonna make art. And art is what I want to do. I'm gonna beat. Got it. I know what topic I'm gonna come up with. Being yourself in trying times. Being yourself in situations sometimes, like I've noticed that sometimes even when it's like comes down to the wire, I guess being yourself is a big thing sometimes. It's like sometimes you want to be reactionary. You want to be able to push through to a different stupid things again. I did not get my souls back. I'm not stupid. It just started raining hardcore. Nice.
Oh, it's great.
It's gonna be a geostorm. Geostorm's happening. So, but yeah, talking about lots of stuff. Making sure that we get all dot our T's and cross our I's. It's awesome. I'm not the first person to think of that, obviously. But also, in the same sense, I think that that's probably what people don't understand is like, I like certain stuff that I want to be able to have something. Like I want stuff to be real, you know? And there's so many fake brands out there, so many people who haven't started anything up, they're just doing nothing with their brand, or they're not trying to create an experience. And that's basically the reason why I try to do stuff like this, because I'm gonna have to eventually be able to promote myself, so I'm gonna have to learn something. And as long as I keep trying and keep going, I think that actually you start to make a little bit better I'd say a little bit better of a what's the word? 1,200 and blah blah. What the fuck? God damn it, those souls are... I actually got those souls. I'm a dumbass for not going back and going to a fire pit and going somewhere else. I keep dying. And I noticed that it gets harder the more that I level up too. So there's that. And I'm gonna keep going. Let's keep going. We're gonna keep on working. We're gonna keep on trying to get that 12,000 for that young little girl to. That young little girl or that old woman. I don't know who she is or what she's doing right there, in front of that pulley system. And I think that sometimes people need as much as they can get. You know, just
I mean, I have, and they're brand new. That's been recently.
Trying to make sure that we can do different stuff and make different stuff and make different stuff and do different stuff. I'm bored as shit because my roommate is talking right behind me. I like her. She's a very nice person, but I don't want her to talk right behind me when I'm doing the live stream. Also, too, I don't do the same things to her, so I'm such a douche. Alright, so let's see if we can go back. We got 1,206, and actually, you know what? We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna see if we can make it past the dude that's doing stuff. Travel to the green forest of giants, whatever, and then go back down the thing, and then I'm gonna go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
And now they just tack down.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you heard this? Okay.
All right. Oh. Son of a bitch. There we go. Here it comes. Got him. One thing. I don't get it. Sometimes it's... Son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going, and hopefully come up with the topic as well. What's going on, Rento? How you doing? Making some stuff, doing some stuff. See if we can come up with a topic. 1,790 souls. I'm gonna do this grind, and this is gonna pay off for me, hopefully. I'm trying to get that, chilling. Alright. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Tight. Getting these things. I'm hyped up to get Dark Souls 2 for the PS4. It's actually really fun once you start getting going. That's the reason why I stick with games, even though sometimes they are like I don't know the stuff. I don't read the directions because I like the journey a little bit. So it's pretty fun. maybe you're being facetious, but I think that Dark Souls 2 is a pretty strong, solid title now. And the Dark Souls series is a pretty strong thing. And actually, like, when you watch an entire playthrough get played, and you still want to play the game, I think that's like unless you're not being serious. Whichever one, dude, it's cool. I'm not worried about it. Just trying to play a video game and have fun, and also come up with a topic that I can talk about and rant about somehow. So that's fun. Yeah. This is actually like, it's like I really need to start what's the word, leveling up a little bit more to actually do all this stuff. Demon Souls once all the way through. Sounds good. There's another one. I gotta go up this ladder in order for him to try to come down. But, okay, I gotta go down, and... got him. Got him. Alright. Alright, there's an item there. I'm gonna get that item. Got him. I'm strong enough, yay. Now I can do these things. Actually one-offs, and so. Got it. Son of a bitch. Ran about minimum wage. Oh yeah, okay. It's like I'm talking about mental health. Most topics. I can talk about a lot of stuff having to do with mental health. I guess minimum wage has a lot to do with mental health, but only in the sense of how many goods we can get for that wage, I guess. So. But also in the same sense, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna down a business for what's the word or not, I'm not gonna down a consumer for wanting lower service wages, not higher service wages, but I also can't down a business for wanting to go cheaper and then to sell their product a little bit cheaper. So I mean, it goes both ways, I guess. Sometimes, whenever people are, and then that plays into the ways that people actually view their society, and in some ways, maybe even think that think that what's the word? The way they think that an economy can actually stand on its own, or whether or not it can't stand on its own, or whether or not people are just kind of judging it, way too harshly, or way too, say like, what's the word?
Seek souls, large and more powerful
Self.
Seek the king.
My roommate's in the background making background noises.
Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can level up because I have 0 souls again. I fucked up and walked around. All right, can't think of the word either. Nice. I guess when you judge your economy based on how much money people are making rather than how many goods and services they're getting for those wages, it's actually what you would probably think is a controlled economy. But in the same sense, you want people to make as much money as possible to be able to let people know that you have an economy to where people can make that kind of money and still be able to lead normal lives and not be on the run for it or on the lam or in exile in any way for some reasons. The deals people make and the ways people go about doing business these days come sometimes like people dying and shit because of their alliances with I'd say private companies and or even just families, I guess. So that's pretty much and also that used to be, think about it, that used to be a lot of what actually we had to deal with in America a bunch. It used to be a lot, and the ways that minimum wage has actually come from a lot of stuff, and people just, I guess, what people thought in a certain sense, is there were a certain percentage of people that actually had stuff or had a certain access to things, and they wished that there were more things, I guess. And I guess through that, people can say that society is some sort of scam or sham or lie, but in the same sense, basically we're making it up as we go along, so it's not like a whole sham, because it would be a sham, but only if we think it's so, or even understand it to be, I guess, in that way. Yeah, I made a point. Nice. Oh, nice. Renta, how old are you? You're getting ready for soccer. I don't know what's going on. I talked to a 10-year-old on here, and I didn't regret the conversation, but I didn't also regret blocking him because of this stuff. 17, yay! An actual age where you can consume media. Thank you, awesome. Soccer practice. Okay, yeah. I used to have like football practice when I was younger, so I didn't really go for soccer, but I mostly went for track and stuff like that, and football or handball. I don't know the exact way to actually say that. All right, man. Take it easy, dude. Enjoy your mental health now that we've talked. Just one sec. What's going on? Dancing around. Okay. Well, I guess if you're not gonna be around for another thing, then. And also, I've been taking too many risks and stuff like that, so I need to hold back on the risky business. Tom Cruise. I need duck, dodge, and duck, dodge, and we bait him into attacking, bait him into attacking, bait him into attacking. Yes. Bait him into attacking. There we go. Bait him into attacking, bait him into attacking. Yeah. Shut up. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna attack him because I'm terribly out of stuff. And I'm gonna actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go after this other dude and see if I can beat him, because I lost those souls again. This is it's got a terrible, oh my god, what have I done? No. I accidentally targeted the wrong people and I need to run back very, very quickly. Alright. So I'm gonna go, Rente. Sorry, Rente. I didn't, because Rente is how you pronounce, or how you pronounce that word, I guess. Or, yeah, I think so. So, what other topic? Oh yeah, you told me to talk about minimum wage. I think that it should go up as you get older. That's what I believe. That's what I think. I think that the minimum wage should because for lack of seniority, I guess, because people think that seniority is some sort of like big thing. It's like, oh my God, you get first dibs on that friggin' thing, and it may be helpful to some people, but it's not really. I mean, I think that moreover, you should probably be working for money because sometimes people work, as I say, seniority through unions and even with at free will workforces and stuff like that. People can start to realize that they're not controlling an economy or controlling a company, but they're controlling the intake on how it's actually distributed or how it's actually administered, by being within a company to be able to control their own, I'd say, minimum wage through a certain number of, I'd say, through a certain number of avenues, being able to control what and how a company performs. In the same sense, though, what you should actually worry about is, shit on the bitch. Nice, got it. Big ball sack. Big ball sack monster. And I'm not saying that kids aren't kids. I really don't think that kids should actually be counted, as far as whenever anyone. I'd say either, and whether a game is I'd say 13 years or younger. I think kids should be able to stay kids, and not have to be all like inside of a. I think they should be inside of a bubble, but they shouldn't be inside of a forced bubble at any point. They should be more inside of a hey, this is a free space for y'all. Y'all can do, I mean, whatever you want positively, and realize that through different things, come up with your own opinions, because you're going to be the next amount of people who either get on the news or not get on the news, or stay out of media, or stay within media, or are the it's really hard to say, because we could easily manipulate our government and tell it to pay us higher wages, but also too, in the same sense, that you would actually try and have to go through our state government to be able to talk to our federal government. But in the same sense, I think that if people are going to, I think that people think that they should keep the minimum wage, or maybe they just maybe they just brought it up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, but it's about $8.50 or something like that. But I think that it should be at 10. I think that kids should start at 10, and then I think the minimum wage should go up from there. I think the minimum wage should definitely go up from there, because I think that if they're gonna do away with the middle class, then they should really start realizing that those people aren't going to be able to do their stuff for them anymore. I mean, I'm not talking about the people like changing or anything like that. I'm talking about yeah, that's a good topic, Renta. It is a good topic, but also too, I mean, managing what a company can afford to pay you, I guess, too, within that same sense. I'd say that if a company is very small, sometimes I would not take pay in lieu of, not seniority, but in lieu of I'd say options or benefits. or anything like that. I guess that see you later, Renta. Thank you for the topic, and I think the way that actually controls our mental stability sometimes is people go insane over finances sometimes, and whenever they go insane over finances, they're what I think they should be thinking about sometimes more than finances is whether they're doing something that they actually like. I'm not saying that that those things trump one another, or I think actually in the same sense they trump each other in different instances and in different circumstances sometimes. It depends on what kind of job you're actually going into with stability, whether it would give you the ability to do things on your own, or whether or not you'd be able to do I'd say things on your own that you want to do or that you want to pursue, I guess. I'd say that that's a good job sometimes, because it's always good to have experience, and the more and also within the amounts of what you get paid, I think the more experience you have, that's probably based on an age basis in some cases. It's like whenever I was in karate, or in not karate, judo. They as soon as if you're a certain age, then you get bumped up to a certain class, no matter what. Within those frameworks, I think that in some ways then the judo and the class thing judo that I was put in, I think that actually works sometimes, the class system when you're doing stuff, but also only in a certain job. Obviously that only works in a certain job, but also that's extremely apparent, and I was going off the subject, but understandably so. I think different classes of people in different jobs and different experiences, they should all be getting paid different amounts. It may sound like stupidness, it may sound like because I think when you start to get into to what you're paying your people, I guess you're starting off, I'd say, at your pawns. You're starting off with the people that are going to be out there. They're very important for the entire part of your company. But in the same sense, you're not giving them everything. You're not showing them all the ropes or all the ways to actually go about doing something. So if they do something on accident and it turns out positive for you, if they sacrifice themselves to be able to make sure that the company is doing well, then I guess that's basically the game of chess, and it sucks, but it kind of actually sticks a little bit. Realize that through certain through the ability to be able to reconcile with higher powers and the government, realizing that they shouldn't always govern what you make, I guess. Realizing that there is also a minimum wage for people who are in pretty much every form of line of work, and people who have master's degrees get paid shittily sometimes. And in the same sense too, I think what people need to understand is we need a better way to gauge what people know by how old they are sometimes. And in that same sense, I think that people will start to, and I need to run away because I only have 8 soul arrows left, and I'm gonna fucking die if this happens to be. Alright, so, but yeah, definitely, that's an extremely pertinent topic. I'm gonna get in my thing to that. Also, if that is not Rente, I'm sorry. But this is Game Therapy, Joe Bomb Squad Game Therapy Rants, and I'm gonna see if I can try to copyright my own image, because I'm starting to not like that bomb right there. It starts to look like a smoke bomb a little bit, and I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. But also too, at the same sense, please don't take me that much seriously, more than just a person who's just ranting, I guess, or telling somebody that, hey, maybe don't do that. But I'd say more. What is this? Titanite shard reinforces equipment. I have 10 of those. I have 800 souls. Yes. All right. Cool. All right. I'm gonna reinforce this weapon. It's 540. God dang. And then. But yeah, that's basically what I would actually go through to kind of make sure that everyone has it's an at-will, let's say an at-will workforce wage, you know, or in the same sense, change to sometimes partially unionized. I'm not saying that would actually happen, or that even that is a thing, but I'm also not saying don't knock it sometimes, because in some ways people do have unions out here. There is a union of table and waitresses and waiters. They are very, very adamant about their wages. Sometimes, even when they're getting paid the top amount of tip. Actually, that probably is the amount that probably would make them more of an important role in, I think, in anything. I think that what people should and could understand is that there are so many ways to go on this issue that it's just there's some ways that like a benefits would actually, or benefits immediately for what's the word, for right out the gate workers. Oh my God, if Popeyes or freaking any of those places or McDonald's or any of those places started actually giving benefits, I think that people would actually find is people would actually work for them. Like if they started showing benefits like right out the gate, and you'd actually find workers that probably would want to work for a company for a longer period of time instead of for about a 4-year period, or within a 4-year period for a certain worker. I think that it has a lot to do with the way that we it has a lot to do with the way that we do things in our own facilities, you know, in our own abodes. Sometimes that's what has a lot to do with stuff, and I think that in some cases, I guess what people are doing are looking for something. Whenever they're trying to market something, they're trying to market something to someone, they're looking for a specific set of attributes, I guess, and those attributes, I don't know, put towards an entire thought process of this is the way that I want to show my business off. But understandably so, that's not going to be a thing after this generation is through. People are going to understand that too. Is there going to be a revolutionarily new way of people actually showing off their businesses. And sometimes people are going to be lighter. The lighter they are, the better they're performed. Realize that also too, I'm gonna go run and get those souls, but I'm gonna kill this dude first, and then I'm gonna jump out of this way. Yep. So. All right. So. But yeah. That's basically the way I feel about that. As far as. But also too, I think that sometimes what people actually do is they judge too quickly and too harshly sometimes, and they'll see a person who's walking down the street and what they think is rags, but they don't understand is that's a mechanical engineer, or they'll see a person that is homeless or something like that, or they'll look back and they'll try to see something as far as a person back there. As far as a person who is that, and they'll see a person with just really terrible clothing, a beer in their hand, and that person is an environmentalist guru or genius, and environmentally friendly things are cheap. What? Yeah. Environmentally friendly things are cheap as hell, and that's, I think, the reason why sometimes people are so often looking for green ways. But I'm not saying that it's like it has to do with just the way that people are looking or the way people are doing things. Things can be dangerous as shit, like windmills and stuff like that, like air windmills, the new windmills they have. They catch on fire all the time, or they get their shit kicked in by people who don't think or have their views. And whichever one of those things that actually was, because it looked like that wasn't actually the thing. Looked like it was doused in some sort of inflammable. I think that what people needed to understand is I'm not saying that was a thing, but I'm just saying that it's really what's the word, convenient, I guess, that just so much in a crisis that people are like whatchamacallit, getting into bastard. Alright, I think it's just actually it's really convenient sometimes that people see a crisis and then something blows up and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm never going near that again. It's just like there's that. It's just like that whole thing. It's like fire bad sort of thing. I mean, it's not. It's like it's just the I'd say the and also I got 4,000 souls. I am not risking it. I'm going back, and I am going back. I have 4,000 souls. I'm gonna go level up because I want to be able to kill like a swordman, like zombie, within the amount of, oh my gosh. So but yeah, within those certain bounds, I'd say that if people would start to I'd say like pay people who are older more money and be able to put them towards managerial positions as well, and realize that eventually those people move on to executive positions in that same company. But understandably so, I think that people need to understand that if they don't have enough that's why they need to always be doing something. People need to always be trying to do something, trying to make something for themselves, be trying to create, because you never know when something will hit. You never know when something will hit your market or be able or run into your market and make you just the most richest person. And sometimes being poor and being unprepared in a huge marketplace is basically the same thing sometimes. And I've seen no, that's still. And I've seen people not be ready for stuff, or not be ready for an influx of stuff, and basically just tank. And remember, there are only so many ways to be able to promote your economy, but there are so many ways to be able to promote yourself individually. And you are your own brand, no matter who you are. Everyone's going to start basically incorporating themselves because of this massive influx of a whole bunch of different stuff. And minimum wage is probably going to be a thing of the past within, I'd say, a few generations, or not even a few generations. But what they realize is it's going to be, I'd say, as much what's the word? As much reinforced as the whole there's no supposed to be any fellatio outside of a homely down or something like that, and if they caught people doing fellatio or men doing fellatio to other men in Louisiana, then they go to jail. It's illegal, like it's completely illegal. But in the same sense, if people catch a man doing another man's stuff in their own home, it's illegal search and seizure, and therefore frivolous. So, I don't know, but it's like that same stipulation for the law, but also in the same sense it's catch-22 a little bit, because the more we start to not rely on minimum wage, I think that we'll be leaving a class system goodbye, and realizing that we kind of should have been incorporated to begin with, because we need to be able to have a I'd say a better, and also too, I'm not just doing this for likes or wants or different things like that. I'm doing this for an actual discussion, and I think that minimum wage goes into so many different other things and realms of creativity and everything like that, to where you'd be on the edge of your seat, actually looking for what's going to be the next thing. I have 4,000 souls, so I'm gonna freaking upload my magic. Yes, and I'm gonna do 19 and 20. Awesome. Yes. But yeah. Also understanding that that a minimum wage really does help sometimes, whenever people are just trying to get by sometimes, or trying to make a new wage system sometimes, realizing that there was an old wage system, and realizing that I mean think about how many people go into business for themselves just as a face, or as even a party favor, or just as a hey, look at me, I'm doing things sort of way. People are understanding that there's a place for that in our society. People are understanding that there's a place for it because it's called marketing, and it always existed there. I think people need to understand and realize that they need to market themselves. They need to market themselves to people like they are a business, and I think that if they do start doing that more often, then they'll start falling into potholes less often. And I think that I'm gonna sit down next to this fire, and all right, here we go. I'm gonna sit down next to this fire. Where's the fire? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sit down next to this fire, and hopefully not get chased by that bad guy. All right. Sit down next to this fire. All right. But yeah, understanding that, and I'm gonna probably be able to kill these dudes in one hit. All right. Oh, almost one hit. But when you understand that there are so many stipulations to the way that you actually do things, and there's so many moralistic approaches to be able to see different things, and in the same sense, people think that these ways are going to be out of the door or out of the way or anything like that. Any sort of stipulation that people don't understand, or think that they're understanding a little bit less because of the way that people treat each other. I think that people need to really understand is that why are we demanding so little? Why do we want so little as workers? Why do we want a minimum of what people can pay us, when in actuality we're never paid literally the amount that we should be paying ourselves? So, I mean, when you look at it like that, it's kind of like, I guess, minimum wage is kind of in our way as far as mentally being a strong person. Also understanding that whenever those minimum wages go up, it's like everything is the best, and people are helping each other all the time. But in the same sense, you have to realize is that the only reason why we're helping each other is because everything is good. Everything is good for a time. It's like my rant on emotional stability. You're only as good as the amount of stability that you can give yourself and your economy as well within those given ranges. You're only as good as what something makes you out to be. And the more you try to stammer off the economy and stammer off in an economy where you can't, I'd say, where you can't push to a maximum or push to what you think is a maximum. I think that people's emotional stability can lacquer or anything like that within a given range of people being, let's say, emotionally or even habitually conscious. I think that people really need to understand and realize is that there are so many ways to go in this economy, and all they need to do is give themselves a chance. They need to understand and realize that there are so many different ways to do things, and when they open up those realms about themselves, I think what they'll understand and realize is that they should have realized that the minimum wage was what they gave themselves, and or what people who thought an economy that was thriving would give itself, or would give itself as the way that like high schoolers should work in the same sense. But yes, definitely, I think that the minimum wage should be changed as far as age gating. If we're gonna age gate the shit out of content and actually treat our own citizens like they are like they're children in a certain sense, then I think that we should allow ourselves a little bit longer of a leash when it comes to being able to be paid. So yeah, there's that, and I try to every time be able to come up with a discussion that people would actually like to listen to, and even if they don't agree with me or anything like that, I think what they should talk about sometimes is how they treat themselves in everyday life, or how they treat their appreciation for their own existence. And within those confines, I think that they should be able to make changes. They can make changes without causing a revolution, or without lost bodies, or without war and stupidity and idiocy and families going up against family. Realize that the minimalist approach has only caught us whenever we were cavemen, I guess. But in that same sense, that minimalist approach is what keeps us going sometimes. But also in the same sense, I think that we should be able to reach our potential with whichever kind of monetary by set course, I guess. We should be able to plan our lives out, because everything is so goddamn feeble, and everything is so freaking stupid and crazy. There are people out there dying, and if we're not gonna be the goddamn it motherfucker, if we're not gonna be the stability for ourselves, then how will we ever teach people how to be stable for themselves at all? Within that, or no wait, if we're not going to be stable for ourselves, then how will we be able to teach that stability to anyone else? So, within that stability, I guess you'd be able to see past a minimum criteria of things, and within that minimum criteria, be able to realize that it is the least we will give ourselves. So, I don't know. Like, think of it what you will, and I might have actually hit a better note now with that one. Is that Tool? Is that Tool? Sounds like Tool. There was a phone that my roommate was on, and she was on waiting, and it sounded like Tool. The beginning of Schism, I think. What it was? Alright. How's it going, viewer? Chilling out. You want to talk or message? I guess, or whatever. Let's see here. Shit. God damn it, I didn't even go up this way. There's nobody. Oh shit, there's less people. How am I gonna be able to make it now? This sucks, man. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Got it. Alright. Got it. Yeah. But yeah, realize that your fate has everything to do with you, and if you don't allow people the rights that you have, sometimes or if you don't understand what an economy is, realize that it has everything and anything to do with everything and anything that you do. I don't care about some of the stuff, but that's the reason why I'm doing free live streams sometimes, giving advice to people that I have no idea about sometimes. But within that given time frame of within my given time frame of being able to tell you different advice, I'm gonna go and see if I can go to a different one. I'm gonna see if I can go to the bonfire out back, and then far away, far off, or far gone, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more about minimum wage. Yeah. Minimum wage can put us into situations that we wouldn't normally be in. It can make people argue to the point of losing their entire sanity, or losing their entire inheritance, whichever one that you would like to think of. I guess I'm gonna go level up.
Bearer of the seek, lest with.
Level in it. I'd say realize that I'm gonna get international. I'm gonna go cast speed up. Yes, I'm gonna go 21, 24. There we go. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. It's beautiful. Solera, amazing. I'm gonna have to go to that's probably the magic shop right there. The one that I'm supposed to break into eventually. Alright, so it's locked. God damn it. But yeah, understanding that a clear initiative towards, I think, minimum wage is probably a big thing. But also too, in the same sense, if I find a job that does any kind of money, or if I find a job that is what along the lines of what I want to professionalize in, then I would take that job sometimes. But in the same sense, I would wish that job would actually provide what I actually want in the long run for myself sometimes, if I don't find anything else. But yeah, saying that, but also in the same sense realizing that there is a scheme of things in some ways. You are having a career. You are supposed to go places in your life, and I guess burning bridges is sometimes what I did a little bit. But I only did it because I thought that I wouldn't be able to move on if I stayed in those jobs or those lines of work. I wouldn't be able to find the things that I really want to find out, to do the things that I really want to do, and to discover the ways that I really want to live my life. I wouldn't be doing that if I ever thought that there was and my controller's about to die. yeah, understanding that there are perfect ways to go, and there are mismatched and misty-eyed and messed up ways to go. As far as this whole situation is spelled out, I think what people really need to understand and realize, though, within that minimum wage, I guess, is supposed to be a stipulation, basically, making sure that kids aren't just thrown out into the wolves, are thrown out asunder, I guess, from once I reach a level, I think I'm not able to see that many enemies coming through. What I also think that there should be sometimes is a minimum care, I guess, and minimum net, I guess, that people should understand. And I guess that's insurance in the same sense, but I think that sometimes people should realize that there is a okay, I'll hang out in a little bit. It's cool. We can watch Netflix after we're a while. We can watch another movie that we both enjoy. But yeah, realize that that without, I guess without sometimes certain wages and certain things people need to understand is I guess through tribulations and trials, people actually figured out what they would be minimally okay with. But in the same sense, I think that that minimum wage shouldn't be taken away. I think that it should be flourished, but also in the same sense, it should be at least at $10 an hour, and given a tip or non-tip job. I think that if it's a non-tip job, then I think it should be at least $10 an hour. But if it's a and that should stop people from getting I'd say stop people from getting paying someone a bigger wage will stop someone from working a bunch of hours, initially creating a bubble to where they know they can't refill that bubble sometimes. But in the same sense, they think that somehow that bubble will remain if they keep doing the same things over and over again, not knowing that their situation and their exhausting I'd say tiredness is probably pushing through to a new level of being sick. So a new level of being tired, a new level of being like really just killing the monster. Sorry. Yes. Got it. But there are other ways to understand minimum wage, and I think that you should be able to understand it within the confines of don't be your company's worst enemy. Don't try to fight a system from within, and realize that it changes over time, and that it'll change with the amount of money that you make every single day. Realize that choices happen slowly and times change slowly. People are going to think about stupid things and dumb stuff, and they're going to think that will keep them for the rest of their lives. And those people won't be so lucky. But there's also, in the same sense, people who could be doing better but aren't because of a market system that collapsed. And in the same sense, when that collapsed, so did their government. And shouting matches and different things like that. I don't think that there is any way for retribution through just minimum wage. It is something that is an established government's problem as well, and I think that sometimes what people need to really understand is that a minimum wage can help someone, but a minimum wage can hurt someone as well. So that same person trying to go to the next stage of their employment or the next stage of their experience, getting paid the same amount is probably disheartening, and in some ways can put you into a spiral that can make you not a positive worker or a positive person, and it changes your emotional stability in ways that shouldn't be and that shouldn't happen. You know, contraption does not move. Contraption does not move. So wait, I know that there's a way to get out of there, a way to get through there. There's 1,699 souls. Okay. But whenever you're, I think, around a good group of people that want to see you do well and that want to see you do good things, I think that there's always a positive influence whenever you're whenever you make positive choices. Realize that positive choices have pretty much everything to do with everything. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it won't, but the moment that it does, it helps a lot that you're a positive person to be able to deal with different things and be able to do things whenever the time calls. Or whatever, to be able to help people whenever the time calls, not to call to action or anything like that, but be able to help people and help people out of situations like not avert that tear gas canister, but actually maybe feed the homeless, or do something and be able to make sure that somebody can stay not belly up in a situation that that's why I don't like homeless people. I really don't like homeless people because I don't like the fact that they're homeless. I don't like the fact that they have nothing, and it sucks. It really does suck. But I'm gonna kill this guy with one swipe. Swipe or swipey. Swiper, no swiping. Oh, you son of a bitch! He ran away. Okay, I still got the souls. Yay! 2,099. Awesome. Alright, but yeah, I have no viewers again. I walked him off. He's probably thinking that I'm gonna keep on thinking about the same. What are you talking about? You never. What are you talking about? Store, Leslie. Leslie. Oh, damn it. Leslie. What are you talking about, store?
I asked you if you go to the store so you got my card.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I don't have your card. I have the cash. Remember? No, you said you wanted to hang out. Dude, I said we were watching a movie after this. I didn't know you wanted me to go to the store. I'll quit. All right. Y'all have a good day, and it was nice talking to Rentai, and have a good day. All those other different things, and enjoy being the maximum person. We're not just a minimum wage. All right. Yeah, see what I did there? This has been Joe Bomb Squad with Game Therapy Rants. All right. And also, you are your own one-man bomb squad. So, have a good day.